If you're watching this video right now, chances are you've struggled to get approved for a loan because of bad credit. Maybe you've been turned down by banks, credit unions, or online lenders. Maybe your credit score is stuck below 580, and every rejection feels like another door slammed shut. If this sounds like you, don't worry, you're not alone, and there is hope. In fact, 2025 offers more opportunities for people with poor credit than ever before, as lenders have become more flexible, new financial technology companies are offering alternatives, and there are smarter ways to approach loan applications. In this video, I'm going to give you a complete step-by-step guide on how to get approved for a loan with bad credit in 2025. We'll cover what bad credit really means, what lenders are looking for, the easy steps you can take to increase your approval chances, the best loan types for people in your situation, and the costly mistakes you need to avoid. Stick with me until the end, because the final tips could make the difference between yet another rejection and a successful approval. Really means in 2025. Before we dive into the solutions, let's clear up some confusion about what bad credit actually means. Credit scores typically range from 300 to 850. A score under 580 is considered poor, 580 to 669 is fair, 670 to 739 is good, and anything above that is very good to excellent. If you're under 580, most traditional lenders will consider you high risk, which means they're less likely to approve your application, or they'll approve it but only at extremely high interest rates. But here's the good news, in 2025, lenders don't just look at your credit score anymore. Thanks to updated underwriting models and technology, they also consider your income, employment stability, debt-to-income ratio, and even financial behavior, such as how you manage subscriptions, rent, and utilities. So even if your score isn't perfect, you still have a fighting chance if you present the right overall picture. Know where you stand. The very first step in improving your odds of loan approval is knowing exactly where you stand. That means pulling a copy of your credit report. In many countries, you can get a free report once a year from each of the 3 major bureaus. Go through it carefully. Are there any errors, like debts you already paid off but are still listed as unpaid? Are there duplicate accounts? Even small mistakes can lower your score. Disputing and correcting them could immediately bump your score up, sometimes by dozens of points. Beyond mistakes, look at the factors hurting your score: late payments, collections, high credit utilization, and take note. This awareness will help you address weaknesses before you apply for a loan. Choose the right type of loan. Not all loans are created equal, especially if you have bad credit. Traditional unsecured personal loans from large banks might be nearly impossible to get, but there are other loan types designed with you in mind. Secured loans, for example, require collateral like a car or savings account, which reduces the lender's risk and makes them more willing to approve. Credit builder loans are another option. They're small loans designed specifically to help people rebuild their credit. You essentially borrow a small amount, make regular payments, and once the loan is paid off, you get access to the funds, plus your payment history boosts your credit score. Another option in 2025 is online fintech lenders. These companies often use non-traditional data, such as income patterns, gig work earnings, and even subscription payments, to evaluate borrowers. They're usually more flexible than banks. The bottom line: don't waste time applying for loans you're almost certain to be denied. Apply strategically to lenders who specialize in bad credit borrowers. Show stability and income proof. Even if your credit score isn't ideal, lenders want to see one thing above all: that you can repay them. This is why income proof and stability matter so much. When you apply, be ready with recent pay stubs, tax returns, or bank statements showing regular income. If you're self-employed, you can provide client contracts or statements showing deposits. The longer you've been at your job, or in your current line of work, the better. Lenders see job stability as a positive signal. So if you've recently switched jobs, you might consider waiting a few months to build that history before applying. Remember, to a lender, stability equals security. Consider a county signer. One of the most powerful ways to increase your chances is by adding a co-signer with better credit. A co-signer essentially guarantees the loan with you, promising to repay if you default. This lowers the lender's risk significantly and can lead to not only approval but also a lower interest rate. Of course, this is a big responsibility. If you miss payments, your co-signer's credit will suffer, and it could strain the relationship. So only go this route if you're confident in your ability to make payments on time. Still, for many people with bad credit, this can be the difference maker in getting approved. Step 5. Start small and build trust. If you've been rejected multiple times, it might be better to start with smaller loans rather than applying for a large personal loan right away. For example, applying for a secured credit card or a credit builder loan can create positive payment history. Once you've proven yourself, you can gradually apply for larger loans with higher limits. Lenders like to see a track record of responsible borrowing. Think of it like dating. You don't propose marriage on the first date. You build trust over time. The same goes with credit. Alternatives to traditional loans. Let's say you've tried all of the above, and banks are still rejecting you. That doesn't mean you're out of options. In 2025, financial technology has created more alternatives than ever. Credit unions are a great place to start. Unlike big banks, they're member-focused and often have more flexible requirements. Online lenders and apps such as peer-to-peer lending platforms allow you to borrow directly from individuals or investors, often at more reasonable rates than payday lenders. Buy now, pay later programs, while not a traditional loan, can also help if used responsibly, as they sometimes report to credit bureaus and can build history. The key is to carefully compare interest rates, terms, and fees before committing. Just because you're approved doesn't mean the loan is good for you. Common mistakes to avoid. Now let's talk about mistakes, because avoiding the wrong moves is just as important as making the right ones. First, don't apply to too many lenders at once. Every application creates a hard inquiry on your credit, which can lower your score further. Instead, research carefully and apply selectively. Second, don't ignore the fine print. Some bad credit loans come with sky-high interest rates or hidden fees that trap you in a cycle of debt. Always read the terms and calculate the real cost. Third, don't borrow more than you need. It might be tempting to take out a larger loan, just in case, but remember, the more you borrow, the harder it is to repay, and the more interest you'll pay. Start with the smallest amount that meets your needs and build from there. Improving credit along the way. While your focus right now might be just getting approved, don't forget the bigger picture, rebuilding your credit. Every payment you make on time helps raise your score. Keep your credit utilization low, try not to use more than 30% of your available credit limit. Avoid closing old accounts, because the length of your credit history matters. If you can, set up automatic payments to ensure you never miss due dates. Rebuilding credit doesn't happen overnight, but within 6 to 12 months of consistent effort, you'll start seeing improvements, and your future loan applications will get easier and cheaper. The 2025 advantage. New scoring models. One exciting development in 2025 is the rise of alternative credit scoring models. Companies are using AI and machine learning to evaluate borrowers more fairly. Instead of relying only on traditional credit history, they might look at your rent payments, subscription services, or even utility bills. This is great news for people with bad credit or limited history, because you can demonstrate responsibility in other areas of your life. So when applying, ask lenders if they use these newer models. If they do, you might have a better shot at approval than you think. Final thoughts and motivation. Let me end with this. Bad credit doesn't define you, and it doesn't have to hold you back forever. Many successful people started with poor credit and rebuilt their way to financial freedom. The key is persistence, patience, and smart strategy. Start by knowing your credit report inside and out. Choose lenders and loan types designed for your situation. Show income and stability. Consider co-signers or start small. Explore alternatives like credit unions or fintech apps. And above all, avoid the common traps of overborrowing and ignoring terms. If you stick to these steps, you'll not only increase your chances of getting approved in 2025, you'll also set yourself on a path to long-term credit health. So if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more financial tips, and share this video with anyone who's struggling with credit challenges. Drop a comment below with your questions or experiences. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and here's to your financial comeback in 2025.